Hey guys, this is OddOneGaming. This is going to be another Watch of REALMS video. Today's video is a really exciting one because I did something that I did not believe it was possible for my account yet, right? A 96-day-old account, even though this video is gonna come out 1 week later, but I actually managed to beat one of the stage 13s of the faction trials. Yes, I did it. I actually managed to beat Trial of the Esotericists, stage 13, and you know what, I might be able to do the next ones, but I'm just gonna leave them separate as the difficulty kind of ramps up. Now the most fun thing about this, from my point of view, was the fact that, first of all, I have no Lord, right? Like, I have no Raiden in there. Let me just go, because I guess I can just check the next one. I have no Raiden, I have no Venoma, no Cyrus, I have none of the legendary Esotericists, Lord, or any of them at that matter. And secondly, from my point of view, the ones that were kind of key for this fight were actually, yes, some of the legendaries were good and helpful, right? Like Elohen's good, Helga, Eris, but from my point of view, the key ones were actually AI and Lily, right? These two were really, really important in order to make this be possible, especially as these 3-star clear, because you have to have no hero killed in order for this one to work. Now, I pre-recorded a run, and I guess let me just show you how this one went. I'm just gonna move myself to the top, and let's go over it, right? It's a pretty fun run, and I'm surprised, honestly, I'm still surprised I did it. So the first one that I place is Eris at the top. He's gonna be the one that deals for me with those ones that come over there. But then as soon as I have Elohen ready, I place Elohen to keep Eris alive. Once they start moving, I pop my Eris, and then I keep an eye out that he does not get killed. Obviously, he had some pretty decent gear, because I swapped some gear, and then he worked. Next one, I placed AI on that platform that gets that shock happening, right? When she pops the ultimate, everybody on the board gets some damage. So that's why I placed her there. Plus, that's the perfect positioning for AI to be able to place those crystals to cover most of the lanes that I care, like the one on the ones on the left and the ones on the right. Then you notice I placed Ajax behind, and then Anora. Anora kind of is the one that deals with the ones that come from this bottom side, right? You're gonna see everything goes pretty well. Now, if this one I would have not killed it, I would have just placed a Callistra or anybody else, but I did manage to do it. The next one that I placed that, again, it's kind of key for this fight is Lily. So Lily goes over there in order to keep Eris alive in case he takes that fatal hit. Now, as soon as Anora has the ultimate ready, I'm gonna pop her. I pop Eris's ultimate to deal at the top, and then as you noticed, I put Helga at the bottom. As soon as Helga's ultimate's ready, I proc it because it extends her range all the way to be able to hit this one over here. Ajax on the side, as soon as he has the ultimate, I use his ultimate to kill it. I don't necessarily think you need specifically Ajax. You can use, I think you can use Emerit as well if you have him, or any other like good other mage. She's just in there to help as another mage. Now you see the fun thing, they come over here, the ones that corrupt the tile. Elohen just keeps herself alive. She's like, I'm fine, I got this. Then one other thing that I did is I placed my, what's her name, Lyra, did I say Callistra? Lyra. I placed Lyra at the top to proc that at least once, do some damage, and then if I see that she is about to die, I just despawn her, right? You don't want to get anybody dying. You're gonna see again, this one advances, I use Helga's ultimate to proc it, Anora as well to kill it, and then I keep an eye out on the top side. This is the one that can become tricky. But as long as you do the ultimate at the right time, you're gonna be good. You see, the first they get frozen by AI, she's just amazing. Then once they start moving, I proc Eris's ultimate and I start blasting. And then at the same time, once they start moving, I use Ajax so I can do more damage. Top right side, as soon as Lyra's ultimate's ready, I proc that as well, because again, see that lightning happening, that's part of like that platform getting that boost, and then we're good to go, right? You see, they're not moving. AI is so important, it's so good for this fight, I cannot believe it. And you know what, I love it. I love the fact that an actual epic, or two epics even, like I said with Lily, keeping you know, Eris alive, keeping him from being killed, because if he gets hit too hard, right, by those big dudes, he can get one shot. But Lily has that passive that prevents the fatal damage, right? So she pretty much deals with that. Now you saw that in the meantime I despawned Lyra from the top right because she would have died. Then I just put my Dasomi over there to help with some healing. It's not necessarily needed, but it helps. As soon as Lyra's ultimate's ready, I proc it so I can do some damage over there. Then the next thing that I do is actually, I could have removed Eris a while back because I don't need Eris anymore, right? He's just fine. I remove him, then I use the healing with LON just to be sure. Then I proc Helga's ultimate again at the bottom. She's really good because she just keeps stunning them, keeping them busy in combination with the control from Anora. That's perfect. You saw I used Ajax's ultimate at the top. Then I put my, what's her name? Laurel and Despounder just to give the rage back. But this one's pretty much GG, right? I'm going to have Lyra soon again to be able to place there. And I'm going to place her. And that's pretty much the fight, right? Nobody died. Nobody got killed. The Somi wasn't necessarily mandatory. As you saw, we were still staying alive. That one tile over there, I could have placed the elf from LON to be able to heal, what's his name, Ajax if I needed. And that's it. That's pretty much GG. Now, when we look at the damage dealers, obviously Eris is going to be the top one because he dealt with most of the stuff at the top. Then it's Anora. Then we have Ajax and then AI and then Lyra and, you know, so on. But the fun thing that you're going to notice here is I don't have perfect builds, right? I do not have perfect builds by any means on these people. The only ones that have decent or like really good builds are going to be, what's his name? Eris, Ajax, and LON, right? Everybody else is just in some random stuff. So let's start looking at the builds. Ajax, first of all, he's an Aegis Wrath and Calamity. Again, it's not going to be the most obscene build. It's just, you know, the Aegis Wrath that I had, that's what I put on him. He's at 19,000 attack, 225 attack speed, 100% crit rate, 264 crit damage. He's almost fully booked, just not on the first skill. He doesn't have full skills. Then he does have Awakening 1, which means he's going to do a bit more crit damage on the ultimate. And then he has a Tear of Twilight for the artifact. Next one, we have Laurel, which I barely used. She just has an Invigoration. She might have put that at the end on Ajax, but you saw we barely used her. Now, LON, again, obviously she's going to have Invigoration plus Warlord. Her total stats are going to be 31k HP, because you need to stay a bit alive. Almost 1.6k defense, 16,000 attack. 302 attack speed, and then some rage regen and a little bit of the other stuff, but a lot of healing effect as well, because well, I just had 2 healing effect pieces on these ones. Where was it? Yep, there we go. It's the best I got, that's what I used. She is fully skilled up. She's obviously really key, or like really not, I'm not sure if she's key or really helpful. She's really helpful for this fight because obviously she's the #1 healer in the game. Brings rage regen. You have that wisp, this wood elf that you can place to get some healing, so you know, she's really helpful. No awakenings, and then artifact, I do have Tia's Balm on her. Then we have next one is going to be AI, right? AI, I did not swap the build. She just has whatever random build. I don't even know what I have on her. She's 6-star, 5-star awakened. To have a Soulbound Arcana and a Whirlwind, but no crit rate, just I focused attack bonus, and attack bonus. Just leftover gear. Pretty much leftover gear that had maybe a little bit of attack speed on it, and that's what I used. You're gonna see she has 15,000 attack, 245 attack speed, and nothing else much to import. I didn't even rebuild her. The key thing is, the reason why she's in this fight is because these crystal bombs, they do mad damage, they do freeze. When you have them enhanced, they do a lot more damage, you know, AoE, more freezing and stuff like that. So she is key, honestly. AI is key for this stage, at least from what I've seen. She's just so amazing. She's Awakened 5, and then Artifact, I have a Tome of Horror. Attacking slow targets increases attack speed by 30. I'm not sure if this actually counts for her because the bombs explode or not, but you know what? She's amazing. It worked. That was awesome. Now, next one, Helga. I do have a Cataclysm, it seems, on her in a Whirlwind. It's not a perfect. She doesn't have like crazy crit rate. She's more about attack speed. She's pretty much built in this for the Titanic Ruins. You can see 16,000 attack, 528 attack speed. Or let's say 100% crit rate, 229 crit damage. Pretty much barely any damage, right? Skill ups, just whatever it was with Dust. She's not fully skilled up. Awakenings, no awakenings. And then I do have, I don't know how I managed to get 2 exclusive artifacts for her, which pretty much gets her a bit more rage and more single target damage, but she wasn't there again for damage. She was mostly there to lock out, right? Just to keep them stunned so that Anora could deal with them. That was kind of the idea. Now let's look at Eris. Eris is wearing my Valdoran gear, Inferno Roar plus Warlord. This is the one that I did swap for this fight. 17,000 attack, 466 attack speed, 109 like overkill on crit rate, 309 crit damage. Skill ups, again, just the Dust. I did not max skill him up, so there's room for improvement. I do have him Awaken 1, which increases his range by 1, but honestly, I'm not sure you need it. Maybe the damage reduction part does help, but the extra rage, I don't think you need it, right? Because the tiles it attacks 3 are exactly the tiles in front of him, so just having base level Eris should work just fine. He just needs to have a decent build to do decent damage. And then artifact, he has Frigid Flame, right? Increases his damage the more time passes where he doesn't take damage. If you don't want to use this, or if you want to swap stuff, you can put Eye of Sin. This is going to be good as well because again he does AoE damage and he's just the perfect one honestly for that top spot if you want to use a ground unit, because he's a fighter that does AoE damage but also does magic damage, which is what you need. If you would not have him, obviously you would use a good mage in there, like I said, maybe an Ajax or anybody else that you have as your really good mage to just deal with that top part. Next we're gonna look at Lyra. I mean, Lyra has the Doom, right? She has a Doom set and Wicked Vengeance will not even level up. I didn't re-gear her, just random gear that she had left over. 17,000 attack, 281 attack speed, not even close to 100% crit rate, almost 200 crit damage. So again, not the best. She has some skill ups, right? But again, not maxed. No awakenings, and then artifact, I just quick equipped. So we put the level 1 Heaven's Rage on her. She's just in there to help with a little bit of damage. Then the Somi, which I use for a little while, he's using Invigoration plus Warlord. Total stats, almost 27,000 HP, 16,500 attack, 185 attack speed, and then a little bit of healing effect of range regen. He's not really key. I'm not sure we even need him for this fight. I just placed him there because why not? No, not fully skilled up, no awakenings, and then again, on there, again, quick equipped. Whatever artifact I had left over, that's what I put on him. Then we have a Nora. I think a Nora's again not really built. She's level 60. Okay, she does have a Fracture, I guess. Fracture and Annihilating Might. Total stats on her, 14,000 attack, 352 attack speed, 100% crit rate, 320 crit damage. I guess with the 45 from here, she has a decent build. I didn't even know I had gear on her, honestly. I thought just quick equip random stuff, but it seems like gave me stuff. It's even crit rate, so yeah. Skill ups, just base level stuff. No legendary skill crystals used on her. No awakenings. And then for the artifact, I do actually have the artifact at this level because I managed to get a few copies of her from the fusion that we had, right? 1 from the event and 2 from the what's it called? From the fusion, the rally fusions. I actually got 2 copies, so that's what I have on her. And then the last one, which again was really helpful from my point of view, just to have that backup of putting that immortality, prevent damage, put immortality, give shield, stuff like that. I have Lily. She's even level 50. Her gear is random stuff, as you can see, just randomly stuff thrown out. Attack speed, healing effect, attack bonus. Her total stats, 9,300 attack, 424 attack speed, and that's about it. Honestly, like I said, she was mostly in there for the passive in case Eris would have died, that would have helped. She's not even fully skilled up. Then she's awakened 5, and then artifact, a random T as well. Again, just quick equipped and it worked. But yeah, that was honestly, again, that was surprising for me. I did not expect to be able to beat any of the stages 13 and higher, because it's a pretty early account, right? I'm barely 3 months and a week in. I do have some decent pulls, right? Like, don't get me wrong, I know I have good heroes, but still, I'm not at the stage where I have dozens of awakenings or legendaries. I'm not at the stage where I have a maxed out pantheon, so I'm still missing out on a lot of stats, and that's why I'm surprised still that I managed to beat it. But I hope this gives you an idea of how you guys can beat this stage, and maybe the same thing for the next ones. I'm not sure the next ones. I'll be looking at those maybe once I beat 14. I'm gonna make a video on it again, and hopefully let's clear this together, right? But yeah, thank you guys for watching. As always, if you do enjoy my content, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel to see when I upload next, and I'm gonna see you on the next one. Peace, love, take care, everyone. Bye, guys.
Hell hath no fury like a mother's